let us hear your story about women's wisdom, how this all began, because it really is a phenomenal story.
Well, I love this story. It was in 1991. I was in a communication mastery course in Santa Monica at USM. And I was driving home late at night from Santa Monica, and I was learning so many incredible positive things. I decided that I wanted to get together with women and share all of this positive things. And that Monday, the next morning, I called a few women, and the following Monday, 17 women showed up, and half wanted to come, but it was too short of notice. And I had my first event, November 11th, 1991. It was just really dynamic and positive, and women were really empowered. A friend offered to be a guest speaker, and from that evening we met every week for 10 years. And that was the humble beginnings in my home. And then it grew. We had 20 to 40 women showing up every week, and then we moved into a center. And men started noticing all the changes that women were going through, and they were very curious. So we let them observe and check it out, what we were doing, and I ended up starting a men's group. I had the women's group, and then we had a co-ed group. And some of the people that came were, well, most of them were entrepreneurial, business owners, so we would get together and have a monthly network luncheon. And then we called it Shared Vision at that time.
Isn't that a great story? I mean, it really is. That's a lot of years' work and everything. I know you said, oh, well, people just started gathering, but I mean, all the work behind it, because you guys look after every detail. Your websites are phenomenal. And when I first came to Women's Wisdom, I mean, I joined that night, because I couldn't believe, there was a woman that had done casting for When Dreams May Come with Robin Williams, and then there was, I met so many, doctors and lawyers and authors and musicians, empowered women. Again, the same circumstance. You attract women that are just totally there for each other to help succeed. It's none of this, oh, how are you, sweetie, and talking about men and this and that. We are there to succeed and help each other do so. And the women's wisdom groups are just phenomenal. And I know that right now as we speak, I mean, when you're watching this, it could be all over the country, but right now it's in Southern California. But, it's bound to spread like Shared Vision has right around the country. That's your vision, isn't it?
Yes, right now I have several women that are waiting for me to put my package together. They want to start Women's Wisdom in other cities. So that's really exciting right now.
Yes. And the website for Women's Wisdom, if you're not watching it on the Women's Wisdom right now, because you could be watching it on Shared Vision Network, or you could have been just given a DVD or a CD to watch this on your computer. So the website is?
womenswisdom.net.
womenswisdom.net. So Judy Foster is the lady who has started all of this, and the website alone is phenomenal. There are so many benefits to being in sharedvisionnetwork.com, but also in Women's Wisdom, because I mean, I have the same sort of situation. Women call me, they'll ask me for advice, I can ask them for advice. You put our events, whenever I've got a seminar or anything, you put my event up on your website. So let's just talk about some of the benefits from Women's Wisdom.
Yeah, as you mentioned, the webpage, the women get an entire webpage with their photo, their bio, a book cover, their banner, their logo, everything they want they can put on there. So in our members directory, there's actually a photo of all the women that are members and everything about them and what they do. And we put their products. We have your banner up there that takes people to Michele's site. And we also have coaching for the women to help them with their business. Our calendar of events, the women can put their events up for the entire year. That's one of the benefits. And that's fabulous because you see the events from all over.
And of course you can put your events up no matter where you are in the country or the world, because it's the internet. Hello. It's for everybody. You know what? I absolutely felt my heart glow. The last time I came to one of the meetings, there was a lady who had just arrived in the area in Southern California and didn't know anyone except someone was smart enough to let her know about Women's Wisdom. She has been in contact with me every week since then. I know a lot of other people have contacted her too. She needed to know who were good dentists, doctors, real estate people, where to go to eat. I mean, we're women. We wanted to tell her, go to this hairdresser, go here, go there. And as women, I know that we really wanted to help her. It wasn't a matter of, it's like, call me. No, really, call me. I'll let you know if you need to. And she, when we had a conversation, she was so happy. She said everybody was just so delightful. She's so happy that she moved here. And as I was saying, I wish I'd known about that when I first moved to Southern California, because it wasn't just a move to Southern California. To me, it was a move to a whole new country. And it would have saved me a lot of time meeting the right sort of people that come from that mindset. positivity, wanting to help other people genuinely. But what I also love about it is if you go to just a social event, you'll be a pain in the butt if you're there going, did you hear about my business? Did you hear about my business? At Women's Wisdom meetings and at Shared Vision Network, you're supposed to do that. So it's great to go to something where you are supposed to network with each other. Everybody's happy to do that because you're supposed to do it. And the beauty of the soul of the whole situation, I feel, is just the beginning for the rest of the world. You've started something that is magical, Judy, really magical.
It's been that way at Women's Wisdom. It's very rewarding, especially like you mentioned, women that just move into the area. I've had several women that have come for the first time and they've met their mate. They've come to our social events. They've made a lot of friends. They've created new businesses and had just incredible miracles in their lives. So it's been very rewarding.
And I love the fact that you are so great. Your PR for each one of us, you always make sure that if there's giveaways, you talk about the person's product and this is what they've given if they become members. I mean, because when someone becomes a member of Women's Wisdom, it's crazy all the prizes they get. I call them prizes because you feel like you've won some big raffle, because you get books and memberships, and I mean, every week it's different, but I know that you get so many things that you give to people. I mean, right now, what do people get if they get Women's Wisdom? This is just an idea. It changes all the time.
Yes, women love receiving, and that's one of my joys, yes. Collecting great gifts for women. And we have The 1 Minute Millionaire by Mark Victor Hansen and Robert Allen. We have Network Your Way to Success by James Melanchek. So I have there's about 4 or 5 books that women get when they join. They get coaching also with that, and the website.
And you love to do it. You love to do it because when we give you products to give away, it's good publicity for us. So it's a beautiful prosperity cycle for everybody involved. It really is.
I love marketing and promoting the members.
You do.
Connecting them, introducing them to other people that would really help them with their business.
Yeah, and that's something that it's priceless. It really is priceless. So what I would like you to do right now is there some bit of advice that you could give? We're going to bring Ken back on in a minute. Some bit of advice that you could give to anybody right now to have a more positive life. What would you suggest that they do?
One of the things that I've learned in having Women's Wisdom gatherings for over 12 years and sharing with women is the gift of receiving and being in their feminine energy. I've seen how it's really a difficult thing for a lot of women to do, and that's one of the things that they learn and experience at Women's Wisdom, because it's really about the balance of giving and receiving and being in their feminine energy. And therefore, that's what Women's Wisdom is about, women empowering women in friendship and business.